So this is a very special episode of the Other Bundesliga. Today on the Other Bundesliga calls, we've got Samuel Tetteh from LASK with us. Thanks very much for joining us, Samuel.
Hello, hi.
So let's get things kicked off with some really quick fire questions just to get things started. Nothing too serious. So Samuel, Netflix or Spotify?
Netflix.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
FIFA or Pro Evo?
FIFA.
The World Cup or the African Cup of Nations?
World Cup.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
What about like weight training or cardio training?
Cardio training.
Are you a morning person or an evening person?
Morning person.
Birthday or Christmas?
Birthday.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
And do you prefer home cooked food or takeout food?
Home cooked food.
Okay, very cool. So that was just a little quick fire introduction to some questions. If you want to see the rest of the interview, we're going to talk a bit more in depth about some other things, about home life, about footballing memories. You can go over to our YouTube channel on the Other Bundesliga to find out about that. And we will carry things on there. So, Samuel, what about life at home right now? Obviously, there's no football going on. Who are you at home with?
I live alone. I'm here alone, and I would say for the past 2 weeks, it's been boring for sure because there's no football going on. But then, that's the situation at hand now, and we just have to stay at home and then protect ourselves.
Yeah, are you thinking about football like every day, all the time?
Of course, I am. I'm always watching the old games we played, the videos of myself. I'm always on YouTube watching past games, and I miss football. I'm really looking forward to it again.
What's how often does the coach get in contact with you, and what's the last thing that the coach said to you?
He gets in touch with us often. So the last time he told me we should continue training because there's a home program given by the team to all the players to train at home. So we just have to keep training, and then in case when everything should be fine, we'll be fit to continue the games. So it's just for me to stay healthy, just protect myself, and also stay fit. Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the home training routine that the club have given you. Like, how difficult is it to stay fit when you're not training outside every day with the team?
Well, it is a bit different, to train outside. With a group or with a team, and also training alone. But I think this is more exhausting because you have to go out to run. You have to make some gym works, and doing that alone is when training alone is a bit boring. But then, as I said, this is the situation at hand, and we have to do it. Though it's difficult to train alone, and also the program is a bit exhausting, but we need it now because there is no training, and we have to do it on our own. Yeah.
What's the exercise that is the hardest one to motivate yourself to do? Like the thing that every day you're like, I've got to do this now.
The running. When you run normal is good. Going for I don't know, your heart rate depends on how you can hold it, but also the interval running is a bit hard because you have to run a bit fast, a bit slow, a bit fast. So I think this is more exhausting when I have to do it.
Yeah. And what about your cooking and your eating? Is it harder to kind of keep with the right diet at the moment, or are you finding you've got some extra time to eat really well?
Well, I try to because though I'm training, I also have to look after my weight so I don't get fat. I do cook some foods, some African foods, but then I try as much as possible to eat the right food, and to stay fit, so I don't become fat. Yeah.
And tell us about some of the African food that you eat. Do you have a favorite dish that you cook?
Yeah, I like rice. I like rice a lot. And there are also some African foods which are a bit heavy, but then for now I don't eat those, like fufu or banku. But I think now I'm taking more salads and fish. Yeah, so
very cool.
Yeah.
Moving on to the team, to the guys at LASK. Obviously, you must have spent a lot of time with them, and then suddenly now you don't see each other every day at all. How often do you keep in touch with your teammates?
Well, to be honest, it's not the players I keep in touch with. I mean, some of them, but I think it's only one player I like. We talk mostly, Joao Klaus. Yeah, we talk mostly, but some of the teammates, it's only when maybe we have a group video call, or then I get to hear of them. Yeah.
Do you have like a WhatsApp group with some of the teammates in?
Yeah, sure.
Who's the kind of joker of that group? Is there somebody who always posts like funny memes or jokes in there?
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of them, not only one person. I would say maybe Marvin Potzman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, and Freezy and Petty. Yeah, I mean, everyone can post like funny things. It's just not one person posting funny things. Yeah.
So these are like the jokers of the group.
Yeah.
Who's the sort of DJ of the group? Who's the guy who's got the best music taste, do you reckon, in the squad?
Joao Klaus. He's always playing music when you have game days. He's always having his phone and the speaker in the dressing room. Yeah, so I would say he's a DJ.
He takes over the speakers. Yeah. What kind of music does he play? Like Brazilian music?
Some Brazilian music, and also some hip hops, and dancehall music also.
And who's like the loudest person when you're in the dressing room? Who's like the big motivator, or the guy who always likes to get up and give a speech?
I would say James Holland. Yeah.
Cool. Very good. Nice to know a bit about the teammates. Yep. Moving on to your life again, a little bit like about what's going on at home. Now you're at home all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a non-essential item which you're really glad that you've got in the house? Something where you're just like, and I couldn't do without this right now.
The Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for now, when I'm done with training, I think this is the only thing I do, to play a game or to watch movies as usual, or to talk to my family. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the Xbox is helping a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I feel the same way. So when you're on the Xbox, you said you prefer FIFA to Pro Evo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like when you choose a team? Do you have a favorite team on FIFA, or do you pick the team that's got yourself in it?
Sometimes, yeah, I choose LASK for sure, but then I play Ultimate Foot Ultimate. So this I have my own players, because you can't choose the team, in foot. So yeah, I have my own team, but for sure when I want to choose a team to play, if I choose LASK, I choose Manchester United, because I'm a Manchester United fan.
Okay, so LASK or Manchester United.
Yeah.
When you play on the Xbox, are there some of the other guys from the squad who you play against sometimes if you're not playing Ultimate Team?
No. I played once with Freezy, but that was last year ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you like the FIFA expert of LASK then?
I would say so, because I am good. I believe in myself, but then I haven't played with most of the players, so I don't know. But I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. So if Manchester United are like, would you call them your favorite team, maybe outside of Austria?
I don't get you. What do you mean?
Like, if you pick a team that's not in Austrian football, is Manchester United kind of your favorite team?
Yep, right.
So,
Yeah.
how did you feel then when Man United were drawn against LASK in the Europa League?
Oh, it was exciting, to because they've been the team I've been supporting since I was a kid, and to draw against them and play against them, it was a great experience for me. So I was really happy
Yeah.
to be drawn against them and play against them. Yeah.
Did you think before the draw, like, it would be awesome if they came out, or were you just sort of preparing for anybody?
We were preparing for anybody, but then I was wishing we would meet them, because these games comes once in a lifetime. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was wishing we would draw against them. Yeah.
And now, obviously, it's a very weird situation. You should already have been playing at Old Trafford. You should have had this game, and then the Linzer Stadion was empty. It's just a weird time, isn't it? It was a shame
It
for the club.
was, it was really shame for us, and also for the fans, because it was, as I said, it was once in a lifetime game, and like this happened. So yeah, it was a bit shame.
Yeah. Maybe, like, aside from that game, in your football career, what's sort of the best moment that you've had on a football pitch?
Well, I've had some good moments, but I would say uh, the game against Besiktas uh, in Links. It was one of the best moments, even though we were out of that game. But then it was one of the best games for me, and also for the club. But then, yeah, in this season we have done pretty well, and we've had some good moments. And I would say, yeah, I've had many good moments. But then the game against Besiktas was one of the best. Yeah.
Yeah, we were there actually in the Linzer Stadion for that game. It was
Yeah.
quite new. The Bundesliga was quite new at that time. The
Yeah.
atmosphere in that stadium on that day was absolutely incredible.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, really a special game. If you're on lockdown, you're at home for quite a while. If you had to pass the time by watching a video of like one of your games back, and you could only watch one of them, which game would you pick? It doesn't have to be a LASK game.
Does it have to be a last game?
Can be, but it doesn't have to be.
One game.
Tough to choose.
Yeah, so it's really tough. Um, I would say Besiktas. Yeah.
Yeah, watch the
Yeah.
video of the Besiktas game.
Yeah. I still do.
Thinking about like LASK playing in Europe, you have this third kit this season, the bright pink kit. Is that something that the players love or hate?
Well, I can't say much, but then yeah, it is when you have to wear it, we don't have a choice to, so we have to wear it. We have to love it, because it's our jersey. So yeah.
Very good answer. The club will be very happy with that answer.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So maybe like outside of football, what's your favorite sport that is not football?
So I am good in table tennis.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, I used to play in Ghana, the school I was attending. I used to play for the school, but then yeah, it was just an hobby for me.
Yeah. So when did your life like turn from table tennis to football at some point?
Not really. I was still playing football, but table tennis was just something I was doing to pass time. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. If actually we were talking about the LASK shirt just a second ago, do you have any shirts like in your collection that you've swapped, or shirts just for like from your career, or things that you've picked up over time? Like what's your favorite football shirt that you've got in your collection?
So for now, my favorite football shirt, I swapped. I didn't swap, but I got it from Igalo when we played against Manchester United, and I would say it's the favorite shirt for now.
Have you got it here? Can we have a look at it?
Yeah, for sure. Hold on.
Yeah. So who got it for you? Who got you the Igalo shirt?
I asked for it after the game.
Okay, and they just came and gave it to you.
Yep.
Nice.
Let me set the camera right.
Yeah, very cool.
Yep.
So is that something that you're gonna put that up on your wall and keep it for a long time?
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah. So thanks a lot for doing this video call with us today. For one final question, if you could do a video call like this with any footballer, past or present, who would you like to spend 15 minutes on Skype with?
Ronaldo.
With Ronaldo, yeah.
Yeah.
So you chose Ronaldo over Messi. Like, tell us a bit about that. Like, from a footballer's perspective, why have you gone for Ronaldo instead of Messi?
Well, it was a hard decision for me to choose Ronaldo because they are both the best players in the world. But then, like, you have to, as a player, you have to look at where you are playing, and some players, I like other players too, but you have to pick some players and you have to learn from them. So if I say Ronaldo, doesn't mean maybe it's better than Messi, but then I picked Ronaldo because I do learn some things from him and also some other players. So yeah, that's why I chose Ronaldo. Yeah.
Samuel Tetteh, thank you so much for your time. It's been
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for watching. That was the first episode of our The Other Bundesliga Calls series. Of course, we spoke to Samuel Tetteh of LASK. This time, we've got more exciting interviewees coming up very soon. And if you want to get on over to our Instagram or Twitter pages at Other Bundesliga, why don't you let us know which Bundesliga players you want to see us interview in the coming days and weeks.